As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Longhorns will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense takes the field. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And, David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Fires to the wideout. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The Vols decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So Texas's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Snags it over the middle. On the move at the 30. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Looking for space, it's Burgess. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
That is the exact situation that every defense draws up. I want you in 3rd and long. I want you in a predictable passing situation. But I don't want you with that guy, because that guy can run around, scramble, buy time, make 3rd and long look like 3rd and short, and pick up a first down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
Really, really nice play, and I love bringing speed on the field. The more dime packages, the better on those 3rd down situations. Now I got faster guys chasing in the back end with the receivers, and when the QB scrambles outside the pocket, I got a DB now going to try to get that QB. Makes all the difference in the world.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Now on the counter. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. The Longhorns will hustle to the line.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. A lot of urgency for this offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. Throws for the tight end. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The running game has been thrown in reverse the last 2 plays. Would they dare try to run it again on 3rd down? Wide out in motion. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisville. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. From the gun. Give on the inside.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Leaves it with the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. They get him down after he makes the catch. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on 1st down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first interception.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Ball is spotted at the 2. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They'll go for it here. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack and push you around, and then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Back to throw, it's Lacey. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense, and that pass picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Offense set on first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. A little screen to the running back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down, and much more really good execution by this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Gets rid of it. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That last completion sets him up on second down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. To throw, it's Lacey. Bought a little time, lets it go. This time it's complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
A really nice job on a quarterback, putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
On the
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Touchdown, Texas! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, you keep that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Wyoming needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Laramie behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisville. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Feeling some heat. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That one comes out hot down the right side. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Getting some heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
And the Vols will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the 2nd half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky. And if it continues to be that way in the 2nd half, this could be a much different looking football.
Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the 1st down.
From the gun, the ground game. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing. And jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. He'll keep it himself. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but into the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him...
Oh, it's loose. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way.
These wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing it down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarmed, did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? And that pass intercepted. Got room on the return. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Volunteers! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right. Doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They're trying to get to it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Lacey. Got the back over the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
Defenses throughout the league study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And they got him for the sack.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Pulls it in. It's Burgess. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He breaks a tackle. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for room, it's Burgess. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Wide open downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
That's caught. It's Massey. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Skips away from pressure. That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to it.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect the quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Complete downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Huge moment coming here as they try to punch it in and quiet this crazy, raucous crowd. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the ground with the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He's moving out of the pocket. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Gotta love the physicality on fourth down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he's placed.
Touchdown ball! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Setting up for the PAT, and when he gets this late, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by just 2 over Utah. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes fine. He lobs one high down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. A first down for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.